Welcome everybody to Friday's Mailbag. I'm just invented that. So I've been really busy with work. I have a business trip out to the west coast of the US coming up. I'm getting ready for. Busy with the Python course. So quick update on the Python course and the participation in terms of the mentee thing. I have a lot of people, a lot more than I thought would be interested initially. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to restructure the way I was going to do things just a little bit to accommodate more people. Because to be honest with you, if I can get more people to participate and to give me that feedback that I'm looking for, that will just, I think, end up in a better product. So we're going to see how that works out, and we'll play that step by step. So let me just get in here. So I have a question from somebody. Hey, Stefan, I just purchased your interactive web developer course. Thank you. I just want to let you know how excited I am to start. This guy is asking, is it a good idea to create WordPress sites for local businesses to help pay for some of his college? And I say, it beats working at McDonald's. So yeah, you have to learn a little bit of HTML5, a little CSS, get comfortable with that. Then, of course, you got to learn a little bit of WordPress, and then go approach some local sites, local businesses, small businesses rather, who have bad sites, as he mentions in the email, and see what you can do. Now, at first, you may have to do the first one for free, or do a first little small project for them for free, so you prove yourself. And then with time, you can start you start charging them, and you start approaching other businesses. And there's no reason why you can't do pretty good working on the side, building WordPress sites. Definitely making much better money than you would working at a fast food joint or something. So yeah, that's a good idea. So when you're learning anything new, these are common tips that I actually give people at the intro of my courses. So here are my learning tips. Number one, take your time. When you're learning anything new, especially at first, you have to give your mind a chance to adapt to the new information, especially if you're brand new to coding, because when you're thinking code, it's very different than the type of brain activity, if you will, that you use for so many other things that you do in life, like speaking English or something. So yeah, when you're doing code for the first time in your life, it's going to be a bit of a hurdle at first. So give yourself some time. You may not get something on Monday, but you're pretty sure you can be pretty sure you're going to get it on Wednesday or Thursday. And once you have it, you can't really forget it. Number two, when you hit a bump in the road, step back and have a beer. Only if you're of drinking age, of course. And I'm not advocating drinking or taking drugs. Personally, I don't like the feeling of being out of my mind. I just, it's not a moral thing. It's just a practical thing for me. It's a bit of a joke, but the whole point is you're going to hit bumps in the road as you're learning anything new. So just be ready for that. And when you hit something where you just don't quite understand the concept, or it's just not working, some piece of code is just not working, walk away for a day. Give your brain, give your subconscious a chance to work over the problem. And a lot of times you hit a roadblock, something's not clear, you come back a day later and all of a sudden you understand it. It's so easy. So yeah, keep that in mind. Number three, write code often and expect to make mistakes. Writing code is an error-prone process, and so expect to make mistakes. And when you're starting a new coding course, so if you're doing my Python course, or you could do my HTML, my CSS, my JavaScript, my PHP, my SQL, whatever course you're doing with me, get into the writing the code right away, because the quicker you write code, the quicker you're going to understand how to code. Very important. And number four, in time, you're going to develop your nerd eyes, and code will come to read like English. Well, if English is your primary language, for now, as a beginner, when you look at code, it's going to look like Mandarin maybe, or Chinese. Unless you're Chinese, then it's going to look like Spanish maybe. Point is that when you are learning to code, it kind of looks gibberish, but then at first. And then as you write code, it becomes easier and easier to read. And the more languages you learn, coding languages, the easier it gets, because a lot of these coding languages programming languages and whatnot, whether it be Python, Ruby, Java, C Sharp, PHP, JavaScript. They share a lot of the same principles and ideas. The code looks a little different, of course, and there is differences, but it's like, I would say you can argue it's 80 to 90% the same. So when you learn Python, you're going to learn a lot about JavaScript and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So because of work, I'm getting ready to head off on a business trip to the west coast of the US. And because of the Python course and just day-to-day stuff, the vlogs are slowing down a little bit. But if you do have questions, send them to me. It's actually quite useful for me to answer questions in the vlogs because it just gives me topics. All right, it's Friday, January 13th, Friday the 13th. Lucky Friday the 13th. Enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.